Don't look under the internet.
Step on my testicles. Well, while you're pouring up that shiggity shot,
you put them in my mouth. I'm gonna fucking.
Well, weren't
fuck
you saying? Speaking of testes, weren't you saying that your balls can taste?
Oh yeah.
Doug?
I don't know how
Taste buds in your ball
scientifically accurate that is, but
Yeah.
I also haven't tried to dip my balls in like soy sauce or anything.
or
in
a
particular.
lizard tank.
Yeah. There's a
Oh,
pressure
lizard.
point on your
Oh.
foot too, where if you push it, it feels like you got kicked in the balls.
But
It's right in the middle of the foot.
have you found it?
Is it in the ball of the foot?
It kind of no, but that would be better, wouldn't it?
Missed the
Speaking
mark
of,
on that one,
I
life.
did. Oh, the life did. Speaking of balls, welcome everyone to Don't Look Under the Internet, where
Yeah.
three
Oh.
sets of balls talk to you about creepy stuff.
6 whole balls.
6 whole balls. Well, yeah.
7
5.5.
balls.
7.
Yeah.
That's-
Keep adding them.
That's Jason.
Hello.
That's a Doug.
Mecca lecca hi, Mecca Heidi ho neighbor.
Oh.
And I'm Michelle Pfeiffer from movie Stardust. I just watched that the other day. Fantastic movie.
I don't think I've
And
seen
Charlie
that.
Cox is in it, the Daredevil himself.
The Daredevil himself.
It's such a
of
good
course
movie.
You
I highly recommend Stardust.
Well, what are okay?
Stardust Ranch?
Yeah. TMZ has a scoop made. After her 100th birthday party, Betty decided she wanted to know where she was from. So, she took a test on Ancestry.com. And it turns out she's Irish, Scottish, German, and British. So to sum it up, Betty White.
God.
Another celebrity decided to follow in her footsteps and find out their origins. And it turns out, Michael Ian, black.
He's gonna-
What Oh man, I just forgot everything that I'm supposed to talk about today because
It's okay.
of
I got it. Ready?
that.
Diluti.
Clap above head.
Housekeeping.
More clapping.
Today.
By the way, Mike is dressed as an elf.
I am dressed as an
And now
elf.
we-
This is the last time I'm going to see our boys until after Christmas. I'm going to say Happy Christmas, Merry Holiday, and Happy Christmas to everybody.
Merry Chrysler.
Yeah, Happy Holidays to everyone listening because this is one of my favorite times of the year because everything's so, for me anyway, cheery and
and
I like the
festive
snow and I like the lights. I
all
like
the
it all.
snow that we don't have.
Yeah, right.
Not
Hopefully we get some, but whatever.
I'm gonna come back to snow. I guarantee it.
We got two. Count them.
yeah.
Two. Count them.
Two.
New patrons.
Patroons.
We have I Play Rug.
Yeah.
So thank you, I Play Rug.
Same.
And J.O. Two of the sweetest that can beest people for becoming patrons. Thank you so much,
Welcome
you
to
two.
the cult.
I Play Rug, pretty sure I know you, and if that's the case,
Hello.
nice. What up, dog? Thanks for the money. Super appreciate. Yeah. Another little bit of news. You guys might have seen on our
on our
Facebook and all our
Twitter and
socials
all
that
that, yeah.
we are planning on releasing a Discord. We planned on doing that when this came out because we forgot. Doug is leaving for a little bit.
Yes.
Doug won't be on the next, 1 or 2 episodes?
1 to 2,
1 to
depending.
2.
1 to
Yeah.
2 episodes. We're going to have a special guest fill in for him.
Yeah, next week we do have a special guest for you guys.
But we figured it'd be nice to start the Discord when all the boys are together and not, missing. So that will come. It's going to come more towards probably earlier January.
It's either going to be the 8th or the 11th when we kind of kick it off.
And we will post it on, the socials and whatnot. We'll post the links to it and everything so you can all get into it. But again, thank you to J.O. and I Play Rug. You guys, so awesome. Do me a favor. Call up your mom. Tell her you love her.
Don't tell her that you J.O.
And then
On the rug.
find your uncle. Find your uncle. Smack his butt and be like, I'm from the Diluti Boys. And really get in there, really grip it.
I don't condone this because there are a lot of creepy uncles out there.
Well, you gotta
that are
reverse
looking for
creep.
you to kiss them on the mouth.
You gotta reverse creep. He's being creepy to you. You assert dominance by creeping him. So,
but he wants it.
Ooh.
See, now you've presented a pickle for our audience to be in, and I don't know if they appreciate that.
I'll tell you a pickle. Did you, for the longest time, I thought Nelson Mandela died in prison.
A lot of people
turns
did.
out he did not die in prison.
He did
That
not.
was just a made-up figment of all of our collective imaginations.
And what was that? What was that phenomenon? What was it dubbed?
The Mandela effect.
It was.
I'm pretty sure.
Picking up what we're going to talk about today.
It's not the Mandela effect.
It's close.
Close
Sorry.
is in the name.
Yeah, the name is really the only thing that shares a resemblance, which I will say threw me off because I was expecting, like, did you know it's not the Bernstein Bears with the Bernstein Bears? I was expecting a bit more of that. Didn't get it, really. No.
None of it.
Nope, none of it. We're going over the Mandela Catalog.
Hell yes.
I forgot the name for a minute, just almost called it Mandela County, which is kind of still appropriate.
It is still appropriate because a lot of this takes place there.
Well, there's also I'll get into that one later. Actually,
It's not weird.
Sorry. One little extra piece of Diluti housekeeping. First and foremost, I forgot what I was going to say. So Apple review stuff. I want to pay attention to those just in case. I'm sorry if you leave a review or something and we don't see it. I tried 2 different iPhones and I only am able to see like 8 or 9 comments. I don't know if it's because it says there's 18 total. They might have left reviews without commenting, and that's only the list of people that commented.
Oh, maybe.
Or if you did comment and we haven't said it, for some reason it's just not showing up. So I apologize. If you said something, let us know. Like, send us a screenshot of it. Send it to our Google number or something. We'll try to figure out what's going on there.
I spaced out. What the fuck are you talking about?
Apple reviews.
Okay.
Speaking of reviews, though, you can also review us on Spotify now. So go and give us some sweet stars if you think we're deserving of it.
Okay, cool. You hit what I was gonna say. I was like, wait, is he talking about this thing?
Yeah, I got us covered, baby. Don't you worry about it. But yeah, so honestly, when it comes down to it, I will say the Google phone number is like our most reliable form of getting in touch with us, unfortunately, because with like Instagram, for example, and Twitter, they like sometimes hide DMs and messages. So if you DM'd us, messaged us, left us a review or a comment somewhere and we haven't seen it, and it's something that you want us to see, screenshot it, send it to our Google number. I'll say it again, hopefully 3 times at the end. But
I doubt it.
If you messaged us on Instagram and we didn't see it, it's because I blocked you.
It's because Doug says no to you.
I am the gatekeeper.
You're not allowed.
We're allowed to see him. We are not.
But yes, thank you very much, everybody, and especially to our 2 new patrons and all of our patrons. I know we didn't list off all of you, but all of you that have been giving $10 to us, golly gee, you're the swellest. We
Thank
love
you so much, everybody.
And 5 and 2.
Yeah, and 5 and 2. But I'm just saying, you didn't have to go 10, and that's incredible.
But basically, if you're giving us $10, we like you more.
Well, that's why the tiers are there, so we can rank how much we like the people that support
Who
us.
gets the
How
golden
much do
star?
you love us?
Anyway, back to our topic at hand, which is, again, the Mandela Catalog.
Yes, and this is one that's been gaining like a shit ton of traction lately.
This and Alex,
Also, I do want to
Kansas.
put this out there. Yeah. It's not a book.
Oh, okay.
It's called a catalog.
Yes.
But this is
like a Sears catalog.
all video.
It's all video.
No book, only video.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thank you. Just want to make sure that was stated.
It's been blowing up like the Monument Mythos. Like those 2 have been popping off at like the same time. And
honestly,
it's incredible.
There's a handful that I want to cover, but like, yeah, these like we're kind of hitting the like new name ones.
And I love that these are. It's like popping. Like this whole genre is popping off right now. Like it's picking up so
Analog
much traction.
horror
Analog horror is becoming
mainstream.
a very, very popular form of just YouTube creativity, and we fucking love it. So let's keep diving into shit like this because I would love to.
Well, let's dump right in this catalog.
Let's dump into it.
Where are we starting off, my fellow guy?
Oh man, we are starting off. So volume 1 is what is out right now, and there's a few updates for it that I'll go over later. But we start off with a video called Overthrown.
Watch along with us, by the way.
Oh,
yes.
Actually, an actual thing that I want to put out here.
Cool, go ahead.
Ahead of time.
Go ahead.
Please. This is a little bit of a trigger warning for everyone.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Look the
with
same
a lot
route of yay video games and such.
Yeah.
This one deals with some sensitive topics, so if you
Trigger
don't
warnings.
want to hear...
Suicide's a big one.
Yes.
So
unaliving yourself is a hot topic in this whole thing.
Yeah.
So
Once again, when we're keeping tally now, this is going to go up there once we start, actually getting some sort of monetization for these
Stop
episodes.
giving away our money.
I mean,
this
no,
will be
another
something-
another $50.
Yeah, we have a list. We have it up on the board. It's ready. We just obviously need these to start.
Honestly, we
you
could
know.
do it next time we get paid from.
That's
I'm
true.
etching
Yeah.
it on this giant stone tablet that we have. and,
You can just use the whiteboard we have in the room. But yeah, this is
That's
going on
way
the
less
board.
fun.
So
We'll
we'll be making some.
Honestly,
donations.
the next Patreon payment that comes in, honestly, we're just going to dedicate, I think, the majority of that to suicide prevention. And we'll find. I know there's a couple of institutions that are like super beneficial. So
The hotline's a good one.
yeah, exactly. So we every time we do one of these topics where there's a big trigger warning for it, we're gonna go ahead and donate some money to that cause. So, but yes, trigger warnings out of the way, housekeeping out of the way. Let's fucking get into the guts of
Get
the
in my
Mandela
guts.
Catalog.
Go.
I will get in your guts, Mike. We're gonna start with a video called Overthrown. And just like all analog horror, this kind of starts off with something very nonsensical and weird. Incredibly nonsensical and weird. So this video, it's about 4 minutes long, and it shows like this cartoon, something you might have seen in like Sunday school with like Joseph and Mary, and they're going over the whole like Jesus story.
Like straight up out of the children's Bible version of things.
Yeah, exactly. It's indoctrination for children is what this should be called. But so it seems incredibly normal and something exactly that you would pick out of a Sunday school, and it's literally just the story of Jesus, like where he comes from. But the angel Gabriel has something wrong with him. And at the beginning, it starts off as just kind of like it's like some glitchiness and like some unheard text. And as the story moves forward, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse until the very end of it. And like I said, this is only 4 minutes long, so there's not a whole lot of information here. It's a big setup for the rest of this. And so you're going to see the creation story of Jesus with Mary and Joseph, and you're going to see Gabriel come down and tell Mary something. Now, in the Bible, you're going to see one thing. However, according to the Mandela Catalog, it's a little bit different. Apparently, the whole story of this creation is to hide somebody's pleas for help. Is really what it is.
Classic.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's these cartoons, and this is kind of a trope you're going to see throughout this whole.
most
It's
definitely.
these little like cartoony religious figures.
Which I wonder if the man that created the Mandela catalogs made these cartoons, or if he actually somehow was able to use them and like edit them, like if they're actually old biblical
Oh yeah,
cartoons,
yeah,
you know?
they might be. I was wondering the same thing because it looks like something that anybody could create.
They are old style.
Like
looking.
I could maybe draw some of this, but I don't know. They might just pull it from like a public domain thing, or who knows. But yeah, it's just a little introduction, and
By the way, Alex Kister. I forgot.
Alex Kister.
He's the creator of the
not to be
Mandela
confused with Alex Canasas, who is the creator of Alex Kansas. This is Alex Kister for Mandela. But yeah, that's legit all that happens in this video. Like I'm done talking about it. Then there's
Great.
Thank you for letting us know that.
there's nothing to it, and I think the distinction I'd like to make with this one is that the majority of the analog horror that we kind of talk about, there's a little bit more setup. Like there's a little bit more like, okay, this is kind of what we're going to expect every time we go through one of these videos.
What was the video called?
It was called Overthrown, and it's Overthrown, Throne.
Like the chair.
Yes, just like the big comfy chair for kings. Yeah, that's. I don't really know what to say else about this video, other than Jesus happened. Gabriel was very disturbed and hid somebody away who is now asking us for help.
Yeah, and I do want to mention now, a lot of the videos are very short.
Yes.
And there's actually what we would kind of consider a lot of like setup happening right now.
This is we are in volume 1, and volume 2 will be coming out, I think, sometime in January is when it's going to be starting. I can't remember. I'll look at it later. But yeah, this is going to be like just like the Monument Mythos.
Yeah.
A lot of these stories at the beginning are going to be
Some
like
vague setup,
introducing some concepts and making sure everyone's on the same page for the rest of the story.
Yeah. So the next video that we get to is called The Think Principle. It is a very short video. It's almost 3 minutes long.
This is a cool one, though.
It is a cool one. This kind of reminds me of like a, I don't know, it's like a public PSA from like the 60s or some shit. Like I don't even know how exactly I would describe it, but basically it's going over what over this principle called the Think Principle. Basically it's talking about an unforeseen threat. And this unforeseen threat is something called an alternate or alternates. And basically, here's how you can keep yourself safe from these alternates. Stay at home. Lock your doors and windows.
Check, check.
Have access to a weapon.
Check.
Pretty simplistic. Pretty simple.
I like these tutorials. I can grasp these.
They make life easier.
But then it goes into what an alternate might, like how you'd be able to tell that something is an alternate. And these are the characteristics. They look identical to you, number one. Number two is they will have impossible characteristics. And they kind of explain it like a giant fucking head. Like, okay,
right.
You have a giant fucking head. Like, that ain't right.
You shouldn't be able to walk around
Freak!
like
You're a freak!
Big ass, head ass, bitch ass. And then they want to warn you, and they end up saying they will use psychological warfare on you. So if you can attempt to execute them yourself, go ahead and do that.
They're going to feign interest in you just so they can ask out your best friend.
Yeah,
is what's going to happen.
It's like junior high all over again.
Sons of bitches.
God, old bait and switch.
But then they actually go into what the Think Principle is. So it's actually an acronym, and it's T stands for Tell an Authority Figure. Or, well, tell is what it stands for. Right. But then in parentheses, it's like an authority figure of what's happening. H stands for hinder, which is like hinder
the band. Listen to hinder.
Little different.
Honey, why you calling me?
You done?
Is that not it?
You guys done?
Or is that Lifehouse?
Almost never. I don't know. I just ran with it, man. It sounded just like Hinder, so I'm like, that's probably a Hinder song.
Bands are the
All right, anyways. So yeah, H is hinder, and it's for hinder their movement. All right.
Like with rubber bands?
Yes.
Specifically?
Home Alone traps, specifically.
Okay.
Getting in the holiday spirit, you know. And then we have identify. Identify the class type. So, you know, this is kind of going back into what the characteristics are.
This is sounding a lot like SCP.
Euclid. Right.
Yeah. A little bit, actually. So N stands for neutralize, and it is neutralize the alternate. So if you can take them out, fucking take them out.
What's the K stand for, Doug? Hey, Doug, what's the K stand for?
Kill yourself. There's not room for the two of us.
That E.
What if you neutralize the alternate? Why do you have to die?
There's not room for two of us.
So at this point in the video, it almost seems like when they do the K, and it says kill yourself, that it's like a glitch.
Yeah.
And then it goes back, and then it says, K, know your place in reality. So it kind of like retcons what it just said.
Which is just a nicer way of saying.
Yeah, like...
Know your role. The Rock was right. Know your role.
The 3 Fs, guys. Remember the 3 Fs.
A lot of these analog horrors do shit like this.
It's always
kind of
acronyms.
follows the same type of formula.
Yeah.
But then at the very end of the video, it says, let's know your enemies. And it goes over the different types of alternates. One of the alternates is the doppelganger, so they look identical to you. But then we get into the second type, the detectable type. This is more of one that you can just fucking tell. Like, impossible characteristics.
Big
You're
head.
like, nope.
Big head.
You look at it, shadow man on the wall.
You're not real.
And then type 3,
it's just no words.
It's no words. It's just creepy imagery.
Literally, the description of this is that there's no word for it. It's just a blank space.
It just says type 3, and then you see like a bunch of faceless people, and then you see like a shot of like inside of a bedroom, and then in the bedroom, it just like Shadow Man on the wall. With this, he just got these
there.
menacing white two
Those
little
two
bulbous white eyes.
huh?
And then the episode ends, and that's all we got for that.
That's fucking strange. I know this outline says that I am up next.
No, I got it. So for those of you at home as well, there is kind of like a volume 1 recap type of deal that Jason watched.
Here, I'll touch on that for a sec, just to give everyone an idea. So, when we went into this, we were sorely unprepared for what exactly we were supposed to be divvying up. So I watched through the volume 1, which is literally just, it's like the hot points of all the videos. It's not the full videos back to back, but it's like, it's
a damn good
journey
chunk.
so far.
Yeah, he smashes it all together so you can watch all of this in one glorious 15-minute chunk, and it's very good. But
It seems a little out of place considering it's like the third upload.
Yeah.
that was my issue. I'm like, why is this the third upload? There's no way this can be a recap. So
Yeah.
It might have been a mistake on the uploading side or something.
Either that or
it indicates that somebody else has control of this channel, and Alex is being held hostage, and we have to find out where he is.
It's entirely possible.
We don't
blink
know.
twice, Alex.
Blink twice over this audio medium.
We'll know. Reach out to us, friend.
Well, I guess if we're not counting the volume 1
I will
video.
I will add some input here and there, but
Yes.
yeah.
The next video is titled Intruder Alert, which
Wait,
what are you going to
Hey.
say about this? Hey.
that fucking thing's happening again.
No, it's not.
Which
Don't
is-
even pay attention to it.
Which is weird because we're talking about something called Intruder Alert.
Don't even pay attention
Just
to
let it happen.
Guys! So, alright, listen, they're on to me. They're fucking on to me. Listen, I know you've been talking to them. You gotta help me. Fuck, Mikey, listen. Listen, Mike, I'm sorry. I know you know how I was gonna steal your vessel, and I was gonna fuck. Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. All right, you gotta help me. Listen, send me the code. You gotta send me something so I can get out of here. I don't know. I think I gotta wait for him, but I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to live. Fuck. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to stay here, guys. Fuck. Somebody, you gotta send me something. I gotta get out of here. Help me. It's me and them now. You gotta help me. Fuck.
That's like the best way to describe him. And like you
guess.
tried. So look at this guy. So look at
Everyone at home, look at this man.
This is what my video starts off with. A picture of this fuck. I don't know how to describe what he looks like. He looks like a guy. It's like a mugshot of a guy.
It's like if a CT scan was a mugshot.
It's like a mugshot of a guy that kind of looks like BJ Novak a little, but he's got a super big nose, like incredibly big.
The Rorschach
But
test.
again, the video is called Intruder Alert, and it opens with this man's face. It's just a still frame of his face for a solid couple seconds, and you just hear very faintly in the background just, I am in your home. And then it just flashes away, and I'm like, oh no. Because at the point of me watching it, I'm by myself in my home, and I'm like,
Yeah, Mike had a rough time with this episode.
I would like to just inform everybody that whenever we do these analog horrors, we regularly get texts from Mike saying like, "What the fuck? This is terrifying. I'm alone. I'm by myself."
My other
I'm
video is
drunk."
worse. So yeah, mostly it's when I'm shit-faced. I'm like, I don't want to do this
I
anymore.
can't function to survive.
But after that face flashes away, we were shown what looks kind of like an old school, like how to parent type of video. It's like very basic. It's like stick figures kind of. You know those like stick figures that you see on like restroom signs where it's like the lady with like the triangle dress and the guy. It's like made of that, and they don't really move around too much, but that's kind of the art style they're going with. But in this how to parent video, it says things like, being a parent is hard because you try to work, but the baby needs attention. And you can try to distract the baby with things like toys or like stroller rides. And it says you could even use the family television to distract the TV. But be careful what your kid watches. They might find some scary content, and you don't want them finding some scary content or imagery. And then right when it says fucking scary imagery, you get a text that pops up on the screen, and it just says, they exist on different spectrums.
Oh.
Yes,
Who are
very.
they?
Who the fuck knows? It then cuts back to this like how-to video like immediately, and it's like the mom figure and the dad figure standing outside of a doorway, and you hear this baby crying, and it just says, "If you hear your child crying because the TV, wait until they are quiet to enter the room."
That's a trick that you can use on dogs. Too.
Yes, exactly. It really fucks with their fucking what's it
Their
called?
object permanence.
Yeah, object permanence. Yeah.
Yeah.
We then get this like step-by-step sort of animation of the mom figure, and she goes into the room while the child is currently crying, and you hear the crying, and this mother figure goes over to the crib, and it shows this like hyper-realistic photo of an empty crib that's been like kind of like the saturation's been fucked with and shit. And there's no baby in that crib. It's just an empty crib.
It's a good crib.
Yeah, it's a waste of a crib if it's empty, I mean. But the crying is still kind of going on, which is weird. She then looks at the TV, and that creepy fucking face that I just showed you guys is on the TV. And this like weird like foreign kind of opera-ish music is playing in the background. The face just like disappears from the TV, and it's just like static, and then it just goes completely silent. And then it goes back to the mother figure, and it shows her taking a couple steps back, and you see her character just kind of hoist into the air and just kind of sit in the air. And it's like the flash is black, and then the imagery gets like super creepy and realistic. Like it goes to like an all white background. The mother like stick figure is now like a silhouette of like an actual woman hanging from the ceiling. The crib is a coffin, and the TV is just like chilling there. And it's like super realistic and creepy. And as it's sitting there in the background, you just get this text that starts popping up saying the words "distraught at the sign of her missing infant." Then it cuts to black again, and next we get this emergency alert system about 3,426 missing children.
Oh.
And they are in Bythorn, Warwickshire, Mandela, and Yonder County.
Mandela, huh?
Mandela.
Yonder Mountain.
You know what this is starting to remind me of? Willy's Wonderland. Where people just go missing in a town.
Hey, man. Robots,
It's
right?
your birthday.
It's your birthday. What are you going to do? The alert also says to keep children away from televisions or anything that can display frightening imagery.
So just the world.
Just the world, yeah. Keep your kids away from the world. Keep them locked up forever.
Blind them for life, and they'll be fine.
We get another card, like flash card that comes up, and it says suicide investigation recording number 1. And it tells about a complaint of prolonged childlike crying followed by a loud crack. An investigator was sent to survey the home, and he was sent to investigate by use of photos and videos. So, being told that, we are shown a few images. We're shown a outside shot of the victim's home, which is this like yellow house, in which a prompt comes up that says, the investigator felt an overwhelming sense of dread and left the scene immediately. So, it also says, until another investigator could show up, an officer set up a camera to take photos every 5 minutes. And we start to see some of those photos.
Oh, no.
I don't like them. I don't like them at all. We see an image of inside the home, and it's kind of like the stairway, like the upstairs hallway, and you see the stairs coming down to the left.
Okay.
So we see that image.
Oh.
We see another image of the same stairway, but this time it's completely dark.
Oh.
We see the same dark photo, but now there's 2 white eyes in the upper right corner.
It's the corner man.
It's corner folk.
Yes, corner folk.
From Alex, Kansas.
Yes.
We get another image that is just the dark stairwell again, just like before. And then we get another image where it's the dark stairwell. It's completely black, but this time that face from earlier is right in the corner where those eyes were. Then we get another shot with the lights on, and there's a sensor bar over the stairs to the left, and it even has a caption above it, and that caption says that this is what appears to be the victim's body.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Are you quite done, Douglas? Are you quite done?
Fucking caught.
We get another picture with the lights on.
You know what I'm doing.
I do.
We get another picture with the lights on and the sensor bar again over something to the left. We can't see it. But there's a caption that says, "This is what appears to be the victim's body, which has," and I quote, "been seen being tampered with by an invisible force."
Visible.
Yes. Then we get another image of just the stairwell, and the lights are on. There's nothing there anymore. And then we get this card saying that the suspect is, quote, unidentifiable, and that the entire department ruled out the possibility of it being an alternate. Then we get a quote from a Lieutenant Davis.
Okay,
And-
real quick though, how do you rule out that an alternate is not an alternate?
Well, it didn't have big feature.
You
like
gotta have
head.
the 3.
But only some of them have that.
Okay, but it didn't have one of the 3.
I guess if you're ruling out 75%,
So you're a third of the way. Yeah, you're a third
Okay.
of the way there.
I can accept
We
that.
get a quote from a Lieutenant Davis that says that previously shown evidence must not be released to the public for any reason. And
Well,
that
He's a dingbat.
is Intruder Alert. Very creepy.
Incredibly.
I actually love this because there's something about, like, again, I've mentioned this plenty of times, I love subtle horror. So when you show me a still image of, like, just a hallway, and then you show me another one with the lights off, and you show me another one that's, like, just a pair of eyes. Chef kiss, best type of horror
Goose
ever.
pimples all
I
over.
fucking love that shit. It's so
Hell yeah.
good. It hits me in my fear.
My fear sphincter.
My fear sphincter. What's our next topic about? Doug?
No idea, dude.
Doug's doing some other shit right
No,
now.
this next video is what is entitled Metaphysical Awareness. And this is another short fucking video, like
Doug
very,
got lucky
very
on
short.
this, just like I did on
Yeah.
Alex, Kansas.
Yes.
Hey, I picked last, to be fair. But anyways, so this one is like another like PSA type of video. It's just telling you how to prevent going mad or metaphysical awareness disease. So it opens up and it says, there's been a 95% increase in cases of MAD since 1982. And then it proceeds to tell you that it is transmitted from hearing information that the person didn't want to know.
Hey,
Um,
so this is just Cthulhu, is what this is.
It's pretty much. It's a very,
Okay.
in a sense, yeah. It's like you're hearing information that your brain can't process or didn't need to know.
And then you die.
Bush did 9/11.
Well, you don't die from it, but there is a 97% chance you'll fucking kill yourself.
Yep, there it is.
Yep.
There it is.
Pretty high
Again,
chance.
pretty
Again,
high. But
guys, sorry about the trigger warnings here, but we didn't make it.
sure didn't. We're
We
just
just
talking about it.
report the facts.
Don't shoot the messenger. But that being said, there is a 3% chance that you can reverse the delusion.
Might as well
Wait.
try.
Okay, I'm listening.
So
I have questions, but I'm listening.
here's how you do it.
Okay,
Avoid religious practices.
cool.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Avoid unnecessary beliefs in philosophical implications.
Okay.
Okay.
And then avoid opening your eyes when you are certain that the man in the corner is in fact inches away from your
I
face.
don't like that at all. One bit, no.
That reminds me of the movie Butterfly Kisses. If you guys have ever seen
I have
that.
not seen that.
Yeah, I haven't heard of
You would enjoy it. It's
I'm
found
sure.
footage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I do
Yeah.
love me some found footage.
Then check out Butterfly Kisses. It's
I do
it's a
footage
hidden
me
gem.
some found.
Yeah.
But no, please
It's
continue.
scotch in my face.
But so actually, I think I had mentioned this in the Think Principle one,
Yeah.
but actually the video is actually at the end of this one where the man is in the corner of the room.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad on that. I could
Yeah.
actually be wrong
Well, it's not my
on
bad.
this one. Because my two videos were very similar, so
Yeah.
fuck off, everyone. Watch this shit
You
yourself.
do the
I don't
research,
care.
you lazy dickheads.
But no, yeah, everything's kind of has a tie-in on these very short videos, and
Yeah.
like
Just-
even
Goes back to our old slogan, just diluty pot. You fucking figure it out.
I mean,
no one here's claiming to be a professional.
none of us are
alright?
experts. We're all just passionately interested,
We just want to talk, right?
and we like
um,
alcohol, so that gives us a platform. Apparently,
It doesn't help that me and Jason have had a couple hours of hanging out before
Yeah.
recording that
and we did take several shots in that time.
Ooh. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it for Mad. Very simple, very short video.
Wow.
Can I just say that it's funny that you went over something called MAD, and your topic creates the acronym MAD?
With my name at the
With
end.
your name at the end, yes.
Oh, whoa. I wonder if that was planned.
Might be.
Is that Mandela?
We'll talk to Alex about it.
It's a mad world out there.
The next episode is called Exhibition. Who are you today, man?
Well, you're just getting
so weird today.
You're getting Wazowski'd all over the place right now.
You're so weird today.
I'm in a fucking mood, man.
To be fair, I am too, because
You know,
to give
we're
you
all
an
fucking
idea,
here for it.
I had a fucking full body massage today with Kelly, and
Sounds
like
nice.
I don't feel like I'm awake right now at all.
It's all a dream.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm dreaming all of this.
So
Well,
I have
if-
the opposite of what he's feeling.
Did someone beat you
I feel
up?
like I was just like fucked all day at work.
So now you're letting loose.
Yeah,
Respect, man.
I'm in a very lackadaisical, melancholy kind of fucking.
Doug's in a very gapey anus mood today.
Hell yeah, man. Respect the gapey
That's
anus.
the way to. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
Anyway, our
Glad
last
you resonate.
our last episode is called Exhibition, and I say last because this is the final episode of season 1.
Can I get a clink and drink for that?
Oh yeah, we'll get a clink and drink to finish off season 1. Ready? Clink and drink, everybody. Even if you just have juice or hot milk, delicious. Anyway, so we start off this episode with an old
Hot milk?
yeah,
Sorry that took me so long.
like a hot milk that you drink before bed.
So like milk steak.
Sure.
milk steak.
We start off this episode with an old cartoon of a guy that looks like Noah, and I'm pretty sure it is Noah from Noah's Ark, one of those old biblical cartoons that we had before. And he's going around just petting some fucking foxes, and like it's a pair, and he goes to pet one, and you just hear like a loud
the
knocking, like a loud knocking, and it terrifies Noah. And he looks up at the sky, and everything kind of goes dark, like his background goes dark. He like gets enshrouded in this like dark coloring. And there's an image of Noah, and in the background you can see some hidden text. I couldn't really make all of it out, but the only word I can make out is 2, which would make sense because Noah's Ark. It was 2 and then something that kind of looked like animal or maybe like together. Really hard to tell. But the screen just goes absolutely dark. And then we get this like Polaroid picture of 2 children, and then we go back to darkness again. A prompt then comes up from the Mandela County Crime Division for, quote, Investigations 1992, unquote. We get another prompt that says Heathcliff V, and a bunch of question marks, like they don't know his first name. Altercation, and this is an evidence reel for case number 00432. And then we get some camcorder footage from Heathcliff's bedroom. It's a shot of what looks like a half-open door.
So this is the night cam, right?
Yeah,
Of all
it looks like
different angles.
kind of. Yeah, it
I'm
looks
so
like a
happy-
half-open door.
I'm so happy this is in this video because
Yep.
I watched the volume 1 and I'm like, holy shit, this has so much more. But
Yeah, this is the one where
Cool.
it goes through a fuck ton of shit.
this
here.
one is terrifying.
Yeah. We then flash to a video of a person just driving down the fucking road, kind of like a passing or cross passing or something.
So do you know what that is? Like
no.
why they're driving?
No,
So
I mean I might be getting to it here, but
well, it happened before this, so I doubt
oh, okay, go ahead.
it.
So no.
So this is there's 2 characters here that we are supposed to recognize, and that is Matt Heathcliff and Trevor Torres. Right? That's his name? Is it
Caesar.
Trevor? Caesar Torres. Caesar Torres. Those are the 2 characters here.
Why did you look at the TV to confirm? You're like, right?
Because I have it written down right here somewhere.
Right TV. Oh yeah, you're sure.
I'm just losing my grip on reality. It's fine. No, so there's a conversation that plays out between Matt and Caesar, and it's basically where Caesar tells Matt, hey, I need you to go to my house and turn on all of my security cameras because we've been broken into before. That's why we have them. And then starts the footage.
That
that you're
makes sense with
describing
some
right
other
now.
stuff that I'm about to get to. Cool.
Right. So yes.
So that would
I'm
presumably
helpful.
You are helpful.
There are things.
Audience,
Everyone-
audience hand. Beep. He's
Thank
helpful,
you.
everybody.
We haven't.
so much.
I mean, we haven't asked the audience.
There
for
was only like
anything in a
4
while.
people left, so those are pretty
The
muted
fact that
claps.
they're still alive. I mean, their brains are.
Well, they've been eating
long
the other
gone.
members.
Yeah.
So
I mean, so have I.
I get a snacky at night.
Late night. I don't want to heat up the
so we
fucking
get-
grill.
We've been Ed Geining them for a while.
Fuck it. Anyway, so after the video of him driving down the road, we get another cut to this person pulled over, and he zooms in on, I don't know how else to describe this, but a big orange letter U.
Yep.
I can't tell if it's a sign for something. It's just big and neon looking. It looks like when you're driving down the highway and you see those giant signs for like McDonald's.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like that, but it's just a giant letter U. I don't know what the significance in that is yet. I'm sure it has something later. But we get another cut, and now he's just kind of walking through some dirt. He's just happily going through some dirt. And then we get another video we're flashed to of him right in front of a church. And it's just him zooming up, and looking at the church.
Cult senses are tingling.
Then we get a shot from what looks like on the side of the church of a like crawl space looking area, and he's just staring it down. Nothing happens. He's just staring down this crawl space area.
Where down the barrel. Where is this crawl space?
It looks like it's part of the church.
Okay.
Yeah. Flashback. We're back in the bedroom. Still nothing going on there. It's just that same video from before. Now we get a photo, like a Polaroid, of a window. And the date is August 30th, 1992. And it's just, all you see is the window, and there's some like trees outside. Everything else is dark, so you can't see anything. So, assuming the lights are off. We then get an all, like, black video. Like, it's all dark. You can't see anything. But there's two small dots that can be seen. It looks kind of like light, kind of a little bit. One of them vanishes, and there's a sound that goes on. This sound is heard by whoever's recording this because they flash a flashlight over, and you see that... Gesundheit. You see that sound that we heard.
It was me.
It was Doug.
It was Doug sneezing. Back in time.
It was a closed door in the bedroom. The handle was being turned and the door was being opened because we see him shine the flashlight over. The two lights was like light reflecting off the doorknobs, and when he flashes the light over, you see the door just opening slowly. Very fucking creepy. That was very creepy when I watched it.
This series is well fucking
Well, I
done.
thought it was more eyes because the two lights kind of looked at those eyes from the Intruder Alert photo. Like the two white dots. But no, it was just like light reflecting off of doorknob.
Did you correct me if this is coming up and I'm just ruining it, but did you guys get the video about the guy filming and hearing like a voice calling out to him?
Is it the one where he's swearing at it? Like
I didn't get
kind of.
Okay.
I didn't.
It's
get
more or less
that.
somebody's like calling like open the door, like just come on, please open the door.
So mine has.
If you didn't, I'll go over that right after yours.
I don't think I got it, but mine also has some like muffled audio in the background that I could not make out in a lot of these. So it might be something to look into.
I think it connects.
Yeah.
I just got tinglies.
So the next video is of someone going down some stairs in a very dark house. Which I'm assuming is Caesar's house.
Mm-hmm.
We get some more church imagery as we're shown a picture of the church with a light shining in to what looks like the window, a window. Next, we get a dark room, and it's just pitch black, and then a TV just turns on, and it's just static. And it's just a TV on the ground next to a door, and this guy just looks like he's just kind of like sitting on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
TV goes on, it's just static, and we get this opera-esque music that starts to be played off of the TV. And it just starts, the camera's just staring at this TV, and we see this weird gray face with no eyes just start to slowly pan up from the TV, from the bottom of the screen. And once we start to see the head and the neck, screen just goes all blue, and there's nothing there. The next image is of that window again from earlier, but this time it looks like there's something like, it's all blurry, and there looks like there's something peering in from up top, like it's on the roof looking in, because you see what looks like the outline of a head. Fucking creepy. After that...
Yeah, just very much.
We get a screen that says, remarks, footage implies Heathcliff has been paranoid for a prolonged period. Reasons are implied. And then it cuts away, and we're back to Noah's Ark, baby. Gotta get them animals on that fucking boat, dude. That's what's important here. We get a flash of an image of a shepherd and a flash of a man sleeping from what I'm assuming is this cartoon. And then we get a shot that is something that I was not able to watch on my own because it's fucking creepy.
Do you want to play it?
In a moment, let me describe it for the people
Okay.
first. We get a shot of Noah's back, and he's like looking at the ark, and he starts to slowly turn around. When he turns around, he looks very, very worried. And we get the flash of this one image that looks like some like religious figure, and it's all black. Everything is like kind of filtered to where like his eyes are dark.
Mhm.
I thought it was maybe like maybe an image of Jesus. I asked Lori what she thought. She thought it was an image of Mary.
I think so.
but there's-
Based on what I watched, I think it's of Mary.
Yeah, I think it might be of Mary, but there is audio that goes on while this clip this is up, and it's on the screen for like a good 30, 40 seconds, and I
Mhm.
could not just have this thing looking at me in my home when I was alone.
So-
So I didn't watch the audio until or listen to the audio until,
you
like, the audio
did.
until I got here.
Yeah.
But this audio makes me think it might be an image of Lucifer because
So-
of what's brought
and-
up in the audio.
So you saw what the audio says, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Do we want to go ahead and sample this?
I would say let's sample the audio.
for the people.
Yes.
For the people.
We've been talking about all of this too much for us not to share a little bit of audio goodness with you guys. So
It's kind of quiet, so if we can't edit to make it louder, you might need to turn up your sound. But I promise there's no like.
I have
There's no
faith.
loud-
I have faith in our editor.
Me too. I'm just saying. There's no like jump scare noises or nothing like that.
Yeah,
it's
no.
just this.
It's just
really
solid creep.
monotone, creepy.
It's
man's
horrifying.
voice. So if you have to crank it up, don't worry. There's no jump scare. No.
Yeah. So without further ado,
Here we
here's
go.
a sample of the Mandela Catalog.
Why do you try to escape while you fear? Noah, you will be punished for resisting my message. You will bring another creature on the boat. You won't notice it at first. Just wait, Noah. Wait until you start to feel something. A change happening in your mind. You won't even realize it has taken form until you see it. When you see it, there is no return. It will give you a message. It will be your last message.
Yeah, that's some creepy fucking shit, huh?
Yeah, very.
It's hard to hear, and I understand that because I think that's the whole fucking point. It's supposed to be kind of hard to hear.
It's analog
Yeah,
horror.
there's a lot of that going around.
Analog.
But from my understanding is, thank you, Doug. From my
Picking the
understanding,
low-hanging
yeah,
fruit.
it's
I have to.
it's this like still image of, again, I'm going to assume Lucifer because at the end it kind of quotes a part of, I think, Corinthian or whatever it's called from
Yeah.
the Bible of Lucifer. So I think that's supposed to be an image of Lucifer, but it's basically saying, like him talking to Noah saying, don't, do as I say. You're going to bring another creature onto this boat. You're not going to know it's there until it's fucking there. And he's going to give you a message, and it's going to be the last message you hear.
So this is a giant story about like the Noah's Ark.
Yep.
Thing.
Yeah.
And
Who knows what that
how we fucked up.
Yeah. For all we know, this other creature is these alternates. that
Thanks,
we were talking
Christians.
about.
Yeah, we brought something on the boat that
yes.
shouldn't be on the boat.
So before, so after this image, we get a real quick flash of an image that says the death of Mark Heathcliff, and then it quickly disappears and changes to an image that says the United States Department of Temporal Phenomenon.
What a change.
Yeah. It kind of looks like one of those, like, you remember from like Gemini where it's like the 3 Fs. It kind of looks like those kind of flashcards, like old 50s styles kind of
Front
flashcard
yard,
stuff.
face down, feet
Something
up.
like that, yeah. And it says if you or a loved one have recently been affected by analog television and mirrors, contact the authorities. Financial compensation will not be available.
Mesothelioma.
If you have any questions in relation to the recent issued television and mirror destruction order, call 202-555-0156.
Hey,
And
Mike,
can we
guess
call
what
that?
we're about to fucking do on air here, people?
Let's fucking
Oh no, we
go.
can't use my phone because I have an iPhone.
you have a stupid
and
thing.
It doesn't have an audio jack. So what
Hey,
you
I have
guys
a
are
good
gonna have
phone,
to
but
do
I don't
with it.
have an audio jack either.
Oh, looks like we're using Jason's
Looks
phone.
like we're using mine. You guys ready?
Yes.
Let's fucking do it.
Ooh.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Well, that was uneventful.
was
Honestly,
less eventful than I thought.
expected something, but this is news, so we'll cut him some slack.
Yeah.
Alex, if you're listening, do some of that phone number that you just gave out to the world and apparently did nothing with, unless I'm missing something. I might be stupid. But that is the last main video for season 1.
Yes.
And I say main.
Because there are some non-main
So
videos.
there is, if you want a little bit more lore, there are some other videos you have to look up.
There's a whole playlist. So if you go to this channel and you just click the playlist section, you're going to find one playlist on this whole channel. It's got 4 videos in it, and these 4 videos are outside of this whole mythos, like the whole.
Adds a little bit of backstory.
I almost said Alex, Kansas. It's not Alex, Kansas. No, the Mandela Catalog. It adds some more information to it. So, and this is kind of what I saw on Volume 1, which, from what I can kind of surmise, is just a conglomeration of the entirety of these videos. But it kind of like fills in some gaps.
Yeah, very much so. It adds a bit more to the story. Like we were saying before, how there were 2 people. There's Mark and there's Caesar.
Yes.
You don't really figure that out in the main few videos. You figure that out in these more detailed videos.
And that's actually the first thing that you see in these videos is there's a side-by-side of 2 pictures of 2 men, and then eventually it comes up saying that the one on the left is Mark, and the one on the right is Caesar.
And guess whose picture is of that creepy face in Intruder Alert, the first picture you see?
I wonder, who is it, Mike?
It's Caesar.
Yep, it's Caesar.
Pretty damn sure that's Caesar.
So in this very first video, I don't actually, I can tell you guys right now. If you just, is there the elevator music?
Quick, add the elevator music.
Is it still there?
Wait, I have to open the elevator door. Ready?
Well, you should hurry. I gotta pause it.
Oh, we're here now. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So the first one is called Encounter A. And this is the one that pulls up 2 kind of like mugshots of Caesar and Mark. And it shows the conversation between them. And the whole conversation goes that Caesar is basically looking for somebody to go to his house and turn on some security cameras.
Yes, his mother just kind of passed out.
Yes, she passed out.
And he's going to the emergency room with her.
Correct. And he wants somebody to kind of lock down the house, make sure the security cameras are on, and
he's like, make sure you have one pointed at the stairwell in the back.
And the big one is make sure one covers the back door.
Yeah. What do you think the stairwell from Intruder Alert is?
Yes. So we're gonna start. This is where we start tying all of the shit together. So you're gonna get a bunch of security cameras, and they shift between the basement, the back door, and like the outside area of like this barn.
Yeah,
and
it's like a backyard-esque.
Yeah, it's a shed or a barn or something. So you see, you hear this conversation saying like, "Hey, Mark, can you please go turn these security cameras on?"
And he do not wanna. Which
leads us to believe that the footage that Mike was talking about was taken by Mark, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's there. So it shows him driving to this house, and then it shows him turning on the security cameras and a view of each of them. And it shows you one of the back door, one of the stairs, and one of the fucking the backyard. So we see like a cycle of these cameras being turned on, and then all of a sudden we see at 3:31 in the morning there's motion registered on one of the cameras, and it cycles through all of them a couple of times, and it goes to the one of the backyard with the barn in the yard, and you see like this weird like shadow on the front of it, and at first I thought it was like the barn door opening or something.
Yeah,
but it doesn't look like that. It looks more like a shadow is being portrayed on it,
like almost like a neck with a head, like in shoulders.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like that you thing that I was talking about, just flipped upside down.
Yeah.
And in fact, I have it right here, boys.
Well,
I know
you
audio listeners, and that's everybody because we don't have video. Can't really see it. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. It kind of looks. It's just like a.
It looks like
neon
the.
use
It looks
sign.
like the inverse of that. So
Yeah,
like the dark parts are the ones that are being highlighted.
It even has like this little weird trail in that. So I'm wondering if those are connected.
It might be. So it shows this, and then it cuts back to inside. Everything's normal. Goes back outside. Nothing is on the barn anymore. Cuts inside to that back door. Back door is open.
Yep.
and that's kind of where this video ends.
Yeah, it says all the cameras were disabled after that.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a couple more. There's one called Mark's Soliloquy, which is it's focused on like just a window, just a fucking random window,
Which is more than likely the window from the still images that I have.
Yes,
in
this is probably
exhibition.
yes. They are expounding on that for sure, and it plays like an audio recording, and there's just some weird fucking noises behind it. But there's not. It's mostly a very, very, very dark and non-informative video. Unfortunately, the next one we go to is called the Emergency Call Operator Training. Now, this one goes into, I think it's for like 911 backup operators for like to
It's like
handle
for the call centers almost.
Oh, one thing about
handle
Mark's
call volume.
One thing about
Yeah.
Mark's soliloquy. That's the one where you hear him like just cussing out this thing at the
Oh,
door.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes. So in the one before this, Mark's Soliloquy, this is where you see it's a video of somebody filming a door, and you hear some knocking, and then you hear somebody on the other side of this door like taunting them.
He's like,
like,
I won't
"Come
hurt you. I
on."
want to play.
Should we
Come
just
on."
put the audio in?
Fuck it.
Because it's fucking creepy.
It is creepy. Let's just play it.
Let me in, Mark. I have a gift for you. I have a present. I have a surprise. I will not hurt
So yeah, that was the audio that you would hear in one of these ancillary videos. It's basically of Mark talking to something
outside his door.
outside of his door. Well, not so much Mark
Listening.
talking. It's
Yeah.
something outside of Mark's door
Yeah.
talking to him,
And we're-
trying to convince him to open the door.
We're prefaced by text before we hear this audio that says, "Caesar, it followed me home."
Yes.
So it's presumed that whatever was in Caesar's house that made his mom get knocked out unconscious followed
Has latched
Mark
onto
home.
Mark.
And even
Yeah.
Mark was talking about when he went over to Caesar's house, he said, "You know how I feel about your home."
Well, the whole thing about the alternates is like, it's really like nobody wants to deal with them, which is like perfect for the next video that you have.
Yes. Oh God, yes. So the next video that comes into play is it's called Emergency Call Operator Training. And
Oh, well, wait. Before we do that, you can't just skip past the end of soliloquy. Because we get a dead Mark at the end of soliloquy.
I was getting to that. I was trying to tie it in, Mike.
Cut this out.
No, it's fine. Actually, no, it's fine. We'll go over it. So at the end of soliloquy, you do see a very unalived Mark.
Yes, he basically calls this thing out. He's like, fuck you.
Now you'll the way he's positioned, which you can see in the video, will relate back to a previous video about. I think it was about the acronym THINK.
Yep. So remember, one of the things they tell you is they want you to hinder the alternate, and then they actually want you to try and take it out if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but
Mark,
at this
After
point-
telling the authorities, obviously.
Mark
but it-
mentions a broadcast too in the earlier episode
Re-
encounter.
real quick though,
Oh, yeah.
like we have to think about the setup for this. So Mark has now tried to follow the think,
Protocol.
and he hasn't quite thunk very well. But that being
tried
said,
think.
this same video, we see something talking to him, and it's information that, boy howdy, I'm sure he doesn't want to hear.
Yep.
So we have to assume at this point he's gone mad, and
Yeah.
he has mad.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So
Absolutely
now-
has mad.
We get to the end of the video where he's fucking
In the
bing bang
bathtub.
boodled all his fucking
So,
brains on the fucking wall.
To give you guys an idea of what it is, the end of the video is an unknown victim lying in either a tile floor or a bathtub with a gun in their hand, and you can only assume the pixelated portion of this picture is the gruesome part of shooting yourself in the fucking face.
And remember, there's a 97% chance that you are going to kill yourself if you have gone mad.
Yes. Yep. And so all this is alluding to this, and you see this body on the floor with a gun in their hand, and that's the end of Mark's soliloquy.
It's assumed that in the Intruder Alert episode as well, that mom that, hangs herself went bad as well.
Absolutely. So the next video we see is called Emergency Call Operator Training. And this is very nonsensical compared to the last two videos. It's all about the protocol you follow as somebody who has been recruited to help with 911 calls.
Real quick, I just thought about this, but like the definition of soliloquy is kind of great.
Go for
this.
it. Go for it.
An act of speaking one's thoughts aloud when by oneself, regardless of if anyone hears it, especially by a character like in a story.
That's
So
actually
was there-
super important.
So
Yeah.
you got to ask yourself:
That's
was he
very-
going crazy? Was there actually something there at the door?
Or
Is
was
he-
nobody listening?
Or is he a crazy boy now?
But that actually explains a lot of the subtitles, like a lot of the text we're seeing in
Yes.
the video as well.
On top of that, with the fucking creepy image, the still image with Mike's little monologue with the Satan saying things about find this, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
and the passage from Corinthians at the very end about Lucifer.
And then the last thing that says, like, you know, now I'm free now.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, we just tangented.
Big brain.
It's
Doug.
fine.
Big brain.
We do our research separately, very disjointed, and we put all of this shit together on air for you guys. So I'm sorry if this is so disjointed, but
Oh, yeah.
We like to do it this way because it gives you guys a thought, like a little
Raw,
bit
natural
of
reaction.
our brain process happening when we're seeing videos
Yeah.
that we haven't watched before.
well,
So like,
we get excited,
Oh, yeah.
super fucking excited about
It's
it.
all coming together.
oh yeah,
So emergency call operator training.
Hillary.
It's just what it sounds like. It's just what it sounds like. It's literally just it's a video about the interactions and inner workings of the Mandela County Police Department and how they are supposed to handle 911 calls as a volunteer 911 call operator. More or less.
When there's no one available for the high volume.
Who you
Yeah,
gonna
exactly. It's not the Ghostbusters. It's the Mandela County Police Department volunteers. So it's mostly basic shit. Like if you need the police, dispatch a police. If somebody has a fire, dispatch the firefighters. But if somebody is in need of medical attention, you should seek out the nearest medical, and then it just fucking glitches the fuck out, and it errors a whole bunch.
As analog horror do.
Yep. And then it comes right back saying, like, thank you for listening. Like, there's no information about it. Which means, in my mind, it's alluding to the fact that either there is someone who has supreme knowledge over all of this and is hiding it from everybody just to kind of make them more uneasy and controllable. Who knows? Or everyone's fucking stupid. It's one of
could be
those
one
two
of the
things. And they're both viable. Absolutely viable.
It even mentions later on where it's like, oh, if you get a 911 call.
Oh,
about-
yeah. It goes over if you get
Yeah.
fuck, I forgot. Yes, if you get a 911 call and somebody is dealing with an alternate,
Don't fucking do help.
you're not supposed to help.
Do
Yeah.
not dispatch anyone.
Yeah, it's
Here-
like just
in
tell
fact-
them help's on the way.
Tell them that help's on the way.
no matter how loud their screams
Yes. No matter how loud their screams are, do not help them. Just keep asking them
are.
questions.
But reassure them that help is on the way.
And then finally, once they're done answering your questions, aka silence over the line
You
because
hang up.
somebody fucking died, you can end the call. Like that's the instructions.
Yep. No one wants to deal with these alternates, whatever.
Have you guys
What a
seen
great job.
Have you guys seen Wayward Pines at all?
No.
It's a show on Hulu, and the first season is amazing. The second and final season is fucking garbage.
Poopy no.
Yes. So this reminds me of Wayward Pines season 1. So you guys should go watch that. I feel like you'd enjoy it. But
Not
yeah,
a
so
sponsor.
this emergency operator training goes over like, yes, respond to the calls, but Yeah.
Not these ones.
if they're talking about alternates, just kind of humor them
Yeah.
until they
They
die.
really do be just
Like-
let them ramble until they're dead.
Well, as we saw before, the protocol for alternates is like
Kill yourself.
the very fucking final step is kill yourself, because if there's one of you, there might be more of you. So let's fucking thin the herd, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's our last video?
The last one in this little conglomeration is called Trauma, and it's all about toddlers.
Boss babies.
It's a pretty it's only 3 minutes and 39 seconds long, and it goes over some like at-home trainings and like signalings you can do with your toddler to determine whether or not they're going to be like smart or aggressive or like basically just trying to gain information about the very early stages of life. And it says, okay, if you want to help us, play these audio signals to your toddler at home and then record their reaction. And the first one is like some birds chirping and just some super happy forest sounds. God, it's right in front of you.
It was doing so well.
It's right in front of you. It's still doing well. No, so these sounds get played, right? And it's supposedly for children.
Just gonna put that away now.
Sorry, everyone else in this room is making the room flammable as fuck. Are we done doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
My mom just sent me a text for a TikTok by Dr. Blunt 1. What the fuck?
So anyway, these toddlers. So there's these different exercises you can do to kind of like help gather information about your toddler, and it says like basically all you have to do is play these sounds and record the response from your toddler. The first one is a bunch of birds chirping like a happy forest. The second one is like a baby laughing or something and just like super happy sounds. The third one is like some sheep and they're just baaing.
Have they any wool?
And
yes, sir. 3 bags full.
The fourth one,
all I can smell is fucking WD-40.
I'm sorry. I thought it was like the canned air where if you put it upside down.
Hey,
it
who
blows smoke.
was it that bought us the WD-40?
Philly.
Michael Philly.
Michael Philly. Thank you so much for that. And Mike and Doug are having a WD-40 fight as we speak right now. So.
It's like a pillow fight. It's like a pillow fight by Toxic.
And liquid.
Don't light any lighters in here, I guess.
But no,
Jesus.
so these fucking toddlers, right?
Fucking toddlers, right?
It goes over like how to like record their responses, and it shows like the sheep baaing and the babies and like these happy sounds. And then the next sound you hear is like this weird, very dissonant piece of sound. And then it goes to pictures. And it's like, okay, let's try pictures now. And it shows like a bird with the birds chirping. It's like, record this sound. And it shows the baby laughing. Why the fuck does this bird have human arms? I don't know. It shows a family, and it shows like you hear a baby laughing, so you assume like this happy new family. And again, it goes through all of these like very happy sounds and pictures, and then it shows you a picture of the door in the middle of the stairs that this whole fucking season is talking about. This like the man in the corner, where he lives, and like what, like all this freaky shit. And you hear just these echoes and these weird fucking dissonant noises as it's happening. And it goes into a fucking story by Mark.
Age 4.
About the Shadow Man and the Shadow Door in the middle of the stairs. And how he's watching him, and how it says like he goes into mommy's room every night.
Same,
and
though.
I can't walk past. God damn it! God, I knew you couldn't help yourself. So it tries to sow fear in the audience by saying that
we are portraying fear very well right now. Let me tell you.
So he's seen this shadowy face in his mom's room, and then it's migrated to this room between the stairs, and it goes black. And that's the end of the context we get. So I feel, after talking about this out loud with you guys, I feel like all of these 4 videos were kind of like contextual videos.
Yeah, absolutely.
To like add to the other ones.
It's like I think most people will go to a YouTube channel, watch the videos, and then not realize there's 4 extra videos sitting there,
right,
for them to add on to their knowledge of what's happening.
Many people will do that. The 3 of us, fucking included, until I don't know, a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, you know, when we decided, hey, there's more videos. Shit.
Yeah.
All over my dick.
To be fair, we talked about this. Our disjointed research fucked us on this one because we did it and we're like, yeah, I'm sure all of these videos have something to do with each other.
And then we realized that
Turns
half
out
the
no.
videos are like a
Not
third
listed.
of the videos in other videos. Let me tell you guys, we're going into a long holiday weekend. We're
I've been
all
off
burnt
for 4
out
days
as
at this
fuck.
point.
Jason has no idea what his name is. It's
No.
everything is going. It's Tuesday.
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 shit.
It is Tuesday.
Yeah, I will
And-
say. Go ahead. I'll let you continue.
No, I had nothing else.
I was just gonna
Please.
say, we're not fucking the best when it comes to this, but I like to think we cover things relatively well.
We're not experts. We're not deep diving anything.
And
We're
here's-
just talking out.
Yeah.
We are the people between complete idiots and experts.
And here's
We're
the
that like
thing.
that middleman.
Here's the thing. I kind of like when we leave out a little bit of stuff because I really want you guys to go look at the channel because it's one thing to hear us explain the channel to you, which is great. I love if people prefer that. But also, this man deserves, every click he can get for
So I'm not gonna
the world he built. So
not gonna sugarcoat it. I kind of like checked out his like different channels.
yeah,
He is making a mockery of us on Patreon. Like holy fuck.
Oh.
This like
well, no, I mean,
so
yeah, obviously
he's-
because he's building a world.
to
but
give
I
you an
mean,
idea, he started making videos 6 months ago, and he's like
he's got about
getting
203 patrons.
he's supporting he's being supported by so many people.
That's what I
which
mean.
I am so happy that
Yeah.
this is happening.
So that's what
because
I mean.
it's
is,
so new.
So his YouTube channel.
Yeah,
is,
go ahead, Mike.
Thank you. Wait, you let me finish my dang old sentence. His YouTube channel is Alex Kister. Just look it up and look at his views because he deserves every little view that he can get. Because again, I kind of want you all to go look at it and,
Yes.
and watch for yourselves because again, he is deserving of that and not just you listening to us talk about it. I want you to experience it for yourselves.
Please.
Go on his Patreon
It's
too. I
so
mean, fuck,
good.
it's probably worth it.
No, it is. I'm
So-
actually going to sign up for a $5 tier.
There's a 3 and a 9, so you might not be able to do that.
I'm going to sign up for the 9 then.
Okay, there you go.
Because like holy shit.
yeah,
The shit you get is good.
yeah, he gives you a bunch of like deleted scenes and stuff that's
Yeah.
not used and
Plus analog horror.
analog horror. Baby.
I can't get enough
love
of
us
it.
some analog horror.
Analogs.
I think that's it though, right? We covered about all
That's
of
season 1.
it. It's season 1. Season 2.
Yeah,
Hopefully
all right,
soon.
everybody.
You can.
Good job.
We
Good
did
job.
it. Here we made it.
We did it. I'm so proud of us all.
Absolutely
we do have-
expect us to cover.
We will,
when
and-
new stuff happens.
So Alex did update everybody saying like, hey, the next season should have started by now. I've been swamped, and I also don't feel good about putting out subpar quality videos. So the next one will be out about mid-January.
Which I mean, I will say, my guy, you've been around for such a short time. It's okay if you take a minute.
Take a
look
minute.
at fucking Local 58. They just uploaded. That's been around for like fucking years. so-
Yeah, dude, just take a minute.
Yeah,
You've
take
done
your
some
time. You've earned it.
fantastic work. So
I mean, shit. Look at fucking Jack Torrance. They took
Yeah.
2-year breaks in between like,
Exactly.
a bunch of their videos.
Go play the game too. By the way, there's a game called Maple County that goes over
Yes.
the story a little bit.
Yeah,
too, which is
dope.
fun.
That thing that
Yeah.
I was going to talk about. That's
Oh,
fine.
go ahead, Doug. Go into it a little bit. Sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, you got it.
Okay. Well, do we have anything?
Mr. Elf.
Do you guys? Thank you. Do you have anything you want to say to the people, the beautiful people?
I mean, I have my normal thing.
Okay. Do you want me to start?
I would love if you started, Mike.
Okay. I would like to thank Jesus. I would like to thank.
Did you say Jesus? Because
yeah.
that's not a thing that we
I would-
support on this channel.
Wow. Hey, watch your tongue.
No, it's the glitch angel Gabriel to you.
Oh wow, that's a mouthful.
It is.
I would like to say go to our linktree, linktree.com/deludipod. That is our links for just about everything. You can find us on all social medias at deludipod. YouTube, don't look under the internet, which is bussin'.
Yeah.
You can find our merch link in our linktree as well and in all of our descriptions. If you were trying to buy something during the 10% off thing and it didn't work out, that has something to do with spring. That was fucking weird. We don't even know.
Yeah, they fucked us on that.
Yeah,
but
we have
only
no
one
idea what's
person
going
had an
on.
issue, so it's fine.
Yeah, only one person had issues, so no biggie. And Lorna, I got you. But
Yeah, Mike owes you money.
yeah, I do. Patreon.com/deludipod. Chip in, $2, $5, $7, or $10, whatever you think we're worthy of. It would be very much appreciated.
10 will get you like a fuckload. You'll
Yeah.
get so to put everything in perspective, we put out 4 episodes every month just for the public. On top of that, if you're in the $10 tier, you're going to get another 4 bonus episodes every month on top of 2 other episodes about specialty topics, aka SCP and cryptids. And on top of that, You are going to get the shifting sands directly fed into your fucking RSS of choice. I'm super excited about this because we do have, at time of recording, we were releasing another one this week, just to make up for the fucking delay. On top of that, there's one setup episode after that, so 4 total. And once we are done with those, we are heading directly into the D&D campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I am currently doing some fucking player research with Mike, Doug, and Naomi.
Woo-hoo.
And once I'm done with that, we pretty much have filled the gaps in, and we can start our goddamn story.
If you want to find Shifting Sands, you can find it on our YouTube page and also on Spotify. It's Shifting Sands. It's under Jason's profile, so it's not going to be under Deludi Pod. Look up Shifting Sands under, Jason Cormos?
It's just Jason Cormos.
Under Jason Cormos on there, and you'll find it.
It's on our link tree.
It's in our link tree as well. So our link tree is our designated area for everything.
You will find this through anything Deludi Pod related before you find it Jason Cormos related.
Yeah,
so
right.
Just search Deludi Pod Shifting Sands.
And
you're
then
fine.
The last thing I want to bring up is our Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/DelutiPod. But let's be real, you're going to be buying us booze, not coffee. I think that's everything. But like I said, just our link tree has like fucking everything. Just go to linktree.com/DelutiPod. It's got everything fucking there. And our merch, we hopefully plan on soon getting Sam's wonderful creation up there.
We need a fucking scanner.
So
not shit quality scanner is what we need.
So we're figuring stuff out as we go. But I mean, boy, howdy, we got a lot in the
expect things in the New Year's. We're
trying to
shit the rest of this year. So
we're trying to keep up. We're taking a small break and we're trying to rest our heads. But
we're getting very close to 20,000 downloads too. Which
so close.
I do have plans for a thing for that.
I want to have my dream goal on Patreon is to have a live party.
Yeah.
To where we rent a space out.
Pizza party?
Pizza time.
To show support for all the workers out there.
Let's jack off on a pizza like we're the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's called Ookie Cookie. We do that after every episode already, so let's not...
I do want to preface one more time. The Discord stuff will be coming out later, or sometime in January.
Once Doug gets back.
Zach. I just want to preface that one more time. Okay, I'm done talking. I'm going to shut up now.
All right, you did a great job, Mike. We all appreciate your voice.
Thank you.
Aside from that...
Oh, I lied.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, that tracks.
Well, you guys, I can't forget about my favorite thing.
You can't.
Our Google phone number is 630-909-9366. That is 630-909-9366. One more time, that is 630.
Jason.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know, some fun things.
Voicemails. Send us voicemails.
Yep.
Yeah, send us voicemails.
Play them on the show.
To that number that you heard twice.
Yeah, and only twice. If you heard it 3 times, you're now mad.
No, we will play your voicemails on air as soon as we are done getting through the very basic beginnings of this.
Sids up on our Twitter.
Yes.
Twitter.com/DelutiPod.
Someone tell us how many absinthe
on the wall, please, somebody. There's I have one path towards the answer to that, and I don't like it because that means I need to fucking learn what absinthe OpenGL is. And
I know I really don't want to have to do that either, and I saw that and I was like, I
looked at it, I'm like, there's got to be another answer. There has to be another way.
So many GitHubs, I don't need to look through you all.
It's not good. So yeah, follow up with us on our very own personalized ARG by the very only Ripsaw the Tormentor, who is on our Patreon. Message him, tell him thank you, tell him he's awesome, because holy shit, this whole experience has been incredible. And honestly, we're still very freaked out about how much access that he has to information regarding our own personal chats.
Yeah.
We think he's in our personal chats or in the room.
He is Hacker Man.
He is Hacker Man. Well, yeah, but there's a whole thing with that. But yeah, go check it out. It's so much fun, front to back. I don't know. Other than that, all I have to say is stay. Mike, do you have anything to say?
Massage your teeth like Jason got a deep massage today. And make sure that they really just come in your mouth. That is what saliva is just teeth.
Paranoid.
Teeth jism. Got it.
Come in your mouth, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, well, slap your beans and your peens together. Hopefully there's no teeth on them, because that's fucked up. We've all seen...
To each their own, Mike.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
We
Mike's
love you.
penis has teeth.
Thank you for listening.
Tooth kiss your mom penis.